When Shannon Sharp left Undisputed, it was a massive blow for the show. Not only were they forced to go on a several month-long hiatus while they searched for different hosts, but also when they came back with Keyshawn Johnson and Richard Sherman alongside Skip Bayless, the ratings were an absolute travesty. They were abysmal when they started off, and they haven't exactly gotten any better. And it looks like things might already be reaching a boiling point with Skip Bayless and some of his new co-hosts, specifically Richard Sherman. There was a moment in yesterday's Undisputed that has been clipped out and put online that's reminding a lot of people of an interaction that Shannon Sharp had with Skip Bayless when their entire thing was blowing up and really the wheels started to fall off. Undisputed reaches boiling point with heated Skip Bayless Richard Sherman segment. I've been covering the game longer than you've been alive. Tuesday's edition of Undisputed featured an uncomfortable segment that featured some personal back and forth attacks from Richard Sherman and Skip Bayless. The two were discussing the injury suffered by Florida State quarterback Jordan Thomas, and of course, the phrase hip drop tackle, which you barely heard utilized until the last couple weeks. Now we've heard that a bunch. The hip drop tackle that can result in, lower leg injuries, like we saw happen to the Florida State quarterback, like we saw happen to Mark Andrews in that Ravens game as well. But Skip apparently was very upset that he got interrupted, and we're going to listen to the entire clip.
Back in week 4, and he went crazy about the Giants because they hip dropped him, and he said by the grace of God he survived the hip drop, and now we see Jordan Travis. The problem is
what's crazy is the Geno Smith
let me
one was
finish,
the
Richard.
horsepower.
I'm speaking. Thank you.
I'll let you speak, but you're not speaking from experience. So stop raising your voice, Skip.
Okay.
Talk to me, Skip.
All right. Are you gonna let me speak or not?
Well, you're speaking on something you have no experience doing. So, I mean, what point can you really make?
I've covered the game for a lot longer than you've been alive.
You've covered the game. Yeah. I've actually played the game longer than you ever played. So, what we're talking about is something that actually happens in the game that you can't experience unless you play it.
Does Rich McKay know anything?
So there's that interaction between them. Listen, Skip, with all the shit that went down with Shannon, right? If you remember the Shannon moment, let's go back to the Shannon moment where Shannon was mad that Skip interrupted him, ironically. Let's get to it right here, if you guys remember.
And hopefully Skip would take it down. But I didn't want it.
Well, time out. I'm not going to take it down because I stand by what I tweeted.
Skip, let me finish.
All right, okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Go ahead, let's go, Jen.
Okay.
I mean, I cannot even get through a monologue without you interrupting me.
And that's really when the wheels started to fall off for them.
Yeah.
But the way he said, hey, I'm speaking, Richard. I'm speaking. There's a lot of people that are going to look at that moment.
Let me finish, Richard. I'm speaking. Thank you.
I'll let you speak, but you're not speaking from experience. So stop.
Now you got Richard Sherman saying, hey, you didn't play. You don't have experience. I'm trying to tell you what's going on. Those type of back and forth interactions are some of the things that kind of led to what we ended up seeing, the fallout with Shannon Sharp as well. But just more drama potentially between Undisputed co-hosts that felt a little bit icy. I don't know if maybe it's because the ratings have been so bad, maybe because they've really struggled to bounce back after Shannon left. Maybe that's some of the tension that's there. But certainly it seemed like a tense moment between Skip Bayless and Richard Sherman, considering the struggles they've had. Not surprising if there's a little bit of tension there, I guess. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.